Yo, what's going on, guys? Chase the Bro here, and welcome back to another episode of the Create My Build series. Today's episode was inspired by Ville Lepoaho. I hope I said your name right, bro. I'm really not sure how to pronounce it exactly, but it was a very interesting build, and I'm really happy to make this into a video. For those of you who haven't seen, I recently created a regeneration build, and Ville's post was kind of like an opposite of that build. So I'm using the symbol of Avarice as my helmet because it slowly degenerates my health. And I'm also using the Chaos Blade, which again degenerates health as I attack. And I'm using the Power Within to slowly degenerate my health as well. So it's kind of like a all degeneration build. This build really stuck out to me. It seemed extremely fun, and it's an amazing challenge because you're PvPing while your health is slowly going down, not to mention any hit you're taking from your opponent. But the Power Within is actually worth it, seeing as it does increase my damage by 20%. Although the symbol of Avarice and the Chaos Blade were just a gimmick for the build. They just make it a lot harder. Now, the first thing I want to say about this build is it causes you to play extremely aggressively because you're on a timer, man. You only have so much time before your health is going to run out. So you need to be right up on your opponent, constantly attacking, which I'm really thankful that the build has a katana. That's actually one of the faster weapons, and I can actually put a lot of pressure on my opponent with that weapon. Now, I'm not sure if it was just the opponents that I was facing in this time frame, but this build was doing a lot more damage than I thought it would. I took out some of my opponents in 3 hits with the Chaos Blade, so I guess the Power Within does add a decent amount of damage. Although this build is very strong, and if you play it correctly, it actually can work. I won a ton of my matches by playing aggressively. There is an easy way to defend against this build. All you need to do is run away. I did come across a few people who were smart enough to realize what was going on, and they just sprinted away from me the entire match. But hey, this build was definitely not created to be a viable PvP build. It was definitely created to be a challenge, and it's a really fun one. So if you guys want to have a PvP challenge, I recommend doing this. It forces you to give it your all in PvP. There's no time to think, you just gotta go in and react. It's all like reaction fighting. You have to hit as hard as you can, as fast as you can, and you have to worry about the consequences later. I'm not gonna lie, it's extremely challenging. Your health is degenerating at a super fast pace, but I won a ton of my matches. It's odd for them to see you wearing that. I think it throws the game off a little bit. And if you're playing aggressively, they don't know what to do with someone just constantly coming at them because you don't back away. You have to keep attacking. There's no defense in this build. It's just pure offense. Although that can be beneficial to you because they assume you're going to come in attacking with every time you run towards them. So sometimes you can bait them into a parry and take a ton of their health out at once because katanas can parry, and some people forget that when they're fighting, which I benefit off of greatly. I love landing my parries with this katana. But having that initial chunk of their health gone really does help you out because you're just slowly degenerating the entire time, so you need all the help you can get. Also, never try to trade with this build. You're already losing health and at a disadvantage, so you don't want to lose anything at all. You got to play as carefully and quick as you can. So just try to dodge all the attacks. Use the weapon art, like the forward charging weapon art, as much as you can because it covers a great distance. And it's very fast. That being said though, this build is parried rather easy. Every attack on the katana is parryable, and if you're spamming the weapon art, they're going to read you and they're going to punish you for it, so try and mix it up. Throw in a few running attacks, switch between the parry and the weapon art often, just to change it up, and they won't be able to, punish you for any of your lackluster moves. Overall, this build did a lot better than I presumed it would. I thought I would be dying every match. I honestly thought winning would be a lot harder than it was. This thing does some decent damage, especially once you cast the Power Within. So, for anybody who wants to try it out, I want you guys all to try this. It is really fun. It'll teach you how to play more aggressively because you have to. You have no choice. So, thank you, Ville, for submitting the idea for this build. Now, you didn't submit any stats for me, so I felt I was free to do whatever I wanted with. So, I'm going to bring you guys on over to my stats to show you how exactly I achieved this odd build. The first thing you're probably going to notice is the amount of vigor I have. I poured a ton of points into my health because I knew that thing would be draining the entire match, so I need the biggest health pool that I can get. Even right now, look at it, I'm losing 10 health per second, and that's just from the symbol of Avarice. That's not even with the Power Within, so it gets much worse. Other than that, I have 60 dexterity because that's what the weapon scales off of. The Chaos Blade has a decent AR, even with 60 dexterity. It's not as high as I'm used to with my other weapons, but it was the best that I could do. I have the minimum strength requirements for the weapon, which is 11 when two-handing it. Keep in mind you're also running the Power Within, so you need 10 intelligence and 10 faith in order to cast that. So get those both to 10. And with the remainder of your points, you can do whatever you want with them. I poured mine all into endurance though. Keep in mind I'm wearing the prisoner's chain, so I actually only have 50 vigor, 35 endurance, and 10 vitality. For me, having a huge stamina pool was pretty important, seeing as I was going to be playing aggressively the entire time, attacking, never stopping. I didn't want to run out of stamina. And as for my weapons, I'm using the Chaos Blade +5, always upgraded, right guys? And it has an AR of 444. But, one second. Once you've cast the Power Within, your AR on your Chaos Blade is going to jump to 532, which is pretty decent because it's all physical damage. I also have a simple cestus on me to slowly rebuild my FP because I do use the weapon arts and the parry of the katana a lot. I have the Pyromancy Flame to cast the Power Within. That's all. I'm using the Symbol of Avarice, kind of the point of the build. You have to wear that. It slowly degenerates your health, 10 HP per second, I believe. The Black Hand armor, really the rest of my armor that I love, the Black Hand with the Wolf Knight and the Night Leggings. Gives me some decent absorption as well. I have the Life Ring +3 because I need a huge health bar. Prisoner's Chain adds extra health, adds extra vitality, adds extra endurance. Chloranthy Ring for my aggressive play. And the Ring of Favor for all of the above, health, endurance, equip load, it's all important. And that's pretty much it for this Create My Build, guys. Some overpowered Degeneration build. Always losing health. It's pretty fun though. I gotta admit, I enjoyed this, so thank you, Vile. You submitted a pretty interesting build. And also, guys, I just wanted to let you know that I am going to be streaming again. Sunday at 5 p.m. Like I said, I will for sure be streaming. I imagine you guys all want to do the PvP battles again. I'm down for that. I'm also going to look at a day to start Bloodborne because it'll be amazing. You guys hyped me up so much. I'm so looking forward to playing through that. Also, I do have a lot of Create My Builds you guys have submitted me, so I'm going to start working on those and get those to you as soon as I possibly can. But if you have any more you want me to make, just post them below. I saved them all. I snapshot all the comments as pictures, so I have them all saved. So I am working on all of them, slowly but surely. And for those of you who want me to play on PC, I am getting closer to my PC cost goal. So any donations would help me out a lot, guys. Thank you so much. Acme, you are a bro as well. Thank you for your donation. And I'm getting a lot closer, so I'm going to be able to play on PC soon. I'll do a stream on that as soon as I get that. And I'll be able to stream in higher quality. I know my streams are like 720p, 1080, I think, but I want to go 1080p, 60 FPS, give you guys the best stream quality. And I want all those little Twitch emotes. They're so fun to look at. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Chase the bro out. See you Sunday. Remember, Sunday, 5 p.m.